everybody, it's me, Mr. Cow. I'm in my spinny chair in my new house, ready to talk about some Clone High. Even though it's been a few days since it was announced, I apologize for that. I was moving, but I'm here now, just about all set up. The new set's just about built, so you won't have to look at just behind my desk for long. It'll be a real deal set pretty soon. But for right now, this is what we got, and Clone High is getting a reboot slash reimagining for 2020 slash 2021. Most likely 2021, if not 2022. The show is basically in its development phases, still being written, but all three of the original creators are coming back. Bill Lawrence, who went on to make Scrubs, and Phil Lord and Chris Miller, who made Into the Freaking Spider-Verse, are coming back to work on this show all together, which is phenomenal news. You couldn't ask for a better outcome for a reboot of a series. All of the original creators coming back, one of the original writers coming back as a showrunner. It's just great. It's a great outcome. And Chris McCarthy, the president of, and this is his actual title, president of Viacom CBS Entertainment and Youth Group, alright, he has been a little bit vague about what this show is going to be. And by a little bit vague, I mean, we don't really know what this show is going to be. We know it's going to be Clone High, we know it's going to have the original creators, but is it going to be a continuation from Season 1? Or is it going to be something completely new, with maybe most of the same characters, minus one or two, probably minus one guaranteed, and that character being Gandhi? Because for those of you who don't know, the reason the show was canceled way back in 2002 was because of a controversy surrounding the depiction of Gandhi in that show. Now, I'm not going to say anything about the controversy. I'm just happy the show's coming back, and it's most likely not going to have Gandhi in it any longer. So if he was your favorite character, for some reason, I'm very sorry, but it looks like he has been given the axe. And because of that, I think it's more likely that this show is going to be a reboot and not a continuation. However, I'm on board for both. I know there are people out there that are really kind of split on this issue. But the thing we have to keep in mind is these are the three original creators coming back to give us the same style of show with the same kind of humor. That is the best case situation, whether it's a reboot, a reimagining, or a completely different TV show in a different setting with different characters that's not animated. If these three are together and going for that same vibe and humor, that's going to make for an entertaining show, at least for me. I think that they can make it work no matter what the situation is. Now, that may be speaking too highly of them, but they made Into the Freaking Spider-Verse and Scrubs and Cougar Town, for God's sakes. These are three incredibly successful creators, and they have proven it time and time again. I think it's safe to say that this show is going to come out with the same kind of feeling as before, unless Viacom does something to donk it up, which is kind of likely. Networks, with the history we've talked about on this channel with some cartoons like Mission Hill, there are some networks that seem to doom their shows. No one knows why, but they just do. They're not 100% behind it. Someone misread something and didn't take it seriously enough. Whatever the situation is, there are some networks that just don't market a show enough, don't put it out there enough. Clone High probably won't be in that territory. I'm guessing MTV's learned from its mistakes, but you never know. That's the only way this show could possibly not be good, is if Viacom, MTV, CBS, all the people under that umbrella, if they do something to it creatively where Chris Miller, Phil Lord, and Bill Lawrence aren't allowed to do what they want to do exactly, that could possibly harm the show. But these guys know how to work around stuff, and I fully trust in their ability to make a good show. And I think that may be me just putting too much trust in it. It's like saying, this is 100% going to be good. It may be overhyping it, sure, but these are three very good creators, and I'm looking forward to, at the very least, looking forward to what they're putting together. At the very least. I'll say that. At the very least. Because I am a little bit hyped for it, but I try to stay away from hype, because that can lead to disappointment. I mean, we all saw Fallout 4. That's not a TV series. But still, Westworld, that's probably a good example for a TV series. I have strong feelings about that. I may have to talk about that at some point. All that being said, Clone High getting rebooted is great news, and I would love to hear what you guys think down in the comments below about this whole situation, because reboot slash reimagining is a little vague. I would like a continuation, but I'll take whichever one we get, because they're both good options with this team behind it. If you have different feelings about that, I'd love to hear them in the comments below. I read every single comment on this channel. In fact, thanks to you guys' comments, that's how I figured out about Clone High getting rebooted, getting renewed, whatever. That's how I figured it out. So thank you very much for all of that. If there's any videos you want me to make, any topics you want me to talk about, post them down there as well. I'm very open to things, especially old cartoons like this. It's really fun to look at the history, and it's even better when they get that continuation that they very much deserve. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.